Hello Kickstarters, we're Chueti, a small studio based in Beijing. Today we're very glad to present you Obsidian Protocol, a miniature wargame of mech battles. Hope you enjoy it.
Obsidian Protocol is a squad-based tactical miniature wargame set in the distant future. Before each game, players choose from a wide range of components to build unique combat mechs and assemble the perfect squad for the mission. Each component provides unique combat, mobility, and support abilities, giving players meaningful tactical choices at every turn. Squads can be further customized with elite pilots and a variety of semi-autonomous drones. The story of Obsidian Protocol begins at the end of the 22nd century, an era where full-body cybernetic modification and consciousness digitizing technologies have become the norm, changing every facet of human society. Deep beneath the far side of the moon, a war over ancient alien technology has begun. Mercenary squads deploy state-of-the-art mechs and drones as they struggle for dominance, sabotaging their rivals and executing daring operations of their own, all to retrieve black boxes, powerful artifacts that their patrons will stop at nothing to control. There are 3 factions that players can choose from, and each has its own philosophy, hardware, and favored battle tactics. The Reconstruction and Development League is a cooperative faction whose members pursue efficiency above everything else. Every facet of life in the league is guided by a massive AI called the Mentor, which manages industrial priorities and citizens' daily routines to maximize economic development and public satisfaction. Most of the drones and mechs the League employs are manufactured by Tieling Heavy Industries. While they lag behind other factions in one-on-one battles, their units are highly cost-effective and easy to deploy en masse. League elites, on the other hand, offer commanders exceptional firepower and impenetrable defense options. Spend your development points wisely and you will build a squad that combines deadly firepower with overwhelming numbers. The United Network is an exclusive commercial consortium that exhausts professionalism and diligence, and boasts humanity's foremost xenotech R&D facilities. Most network troops are battle-hardened mercenaries with many elite pilots among them. They bring advanced weaponry and high-performance mechs into battle, executing every mission with surgical precision. Under the aegis of the United Network, a group of suppliers led by Redpoint Technologies manufacture the best components in the business. While their products are versatile and precise, they are also fairly expensive. So, you will need to assemble your squad carefully. The Guardians of Freedom are a growing coalition of radical communities that advocate absolute free will. As their forces have grown in recent years, the Guardians' pursuit of free will has gradually evolved into worship of the human brain. Every member takes an oath to never digitize their consciousness, and they remain the smallest faction fighting for control of the black boxes. Even their most seasoned mech pilots use an old-fashioned brain-computer interface. The predominant supplier of this faction is Wildfire Power, a relatively new company that emerged after the last Great War. Wildfire Power specialized in advanced AI and drone technologies, and drones form the backbone of every Guardians of Freedom combat squad, supported, of course, by a few powerful and expensive mechs. In Obsidian Protocol, the components used to assemble each mech determine the actions they can perform. Arm-mounted guns enable firing actions. Lower limbs allow mechs to move and dodge, and backpacks provide specialized attacks like ECM, grenades, and missiles. Each of these actions can only take place at a certain step during the main action phase, and players must secretly choose a step to act on each pilot dial during the planning phase. During each round's main action phase, all pilot dials are reviewed and players execute actions in ascending step order, so it's never clear which player will act first. Each mech can perform one primary action per round, plus one additional action if desired. Many actions, such as attacks and defensive reactions, are resolved by rolling custom dice. Symbols on each die help determine a variety of effects, including damage, weapon overheating, or even whether a pilot loses consciousness. Obsidian Protocol includes 2 movement rule sets to accommodate player preference, an accessible and straightforward grid-based rule set where units move space by space, and an inch-based free move rule set that supports more precise maneuvers and custom terrain. We've included a variety of missions and scenarios in a core set designed to draw players into the world of Obsidian Protocol while introducing new mechanics at a steady pace. The majority of the design work for Obsidian Protocol Season 1 is already finished, but there will be a lot more to do once the manufacturing process begins, and that will cost money. That's why we've turned to crowdfunding to bring Obsidian Protocol to life. In addition to salaries and production costs, a portion of the funds we raise will be used to develop future content. Because Obsidian Protocol is a long-term project with a rich and unique setting, we plan to launch additional products in the future to enhance the player experience, including additional mech components and cooperative missions. If our first supplements are well received, further expansions could include new unit types like starships, infantry squads, and tanks. As long as players continue to enjoy Obsidian Protocol, we'll continue to support it. To learn more about the gameplay and continuing development of Obsidian Protocol, check the crowdfunding page below. We really hope you like what you've seen of the game so far, and we welcome any comments or questions you might have about it. We'll do our best to respond.
Finally, no matter whether we can earn your support, thanks for watching our video. Thank you.